just the past hour, police have identified a killer. Good evening to you. I'm Erik von Ancken. Thanks for being with us tonight. Christina Grimmie, a YouTube star and former contestant on the television show The Voice, was shot to death last night by a man, according to Orlando police. Right here, they just gave us his name and his picture. They say Kevin Loibl is 27 years old from St. Petersburg and drove to Orlando last night armed with 2 guns and a hunting knife. Police tell us Loibl went after Grimmie as she was signing autographs right after her show ended. Moments later, Grimmie's brother tackled the shooter, but that shooter was able to shoot and kill himself. This all happened just before 10:30 last night at the Plaza live concert venue, and there were some 150 people still there at the time. Reporter Brittany Harris is there live now, making her debut with News 6 tonight. Brittany, everybody wants to know why. Have police said anything?
Well, good evening, Eric. Police haven't given a motive at this point. We're told they're still looking through Kevin James Loibl's phone and computer. Orlando police are continuing to investigate after the tragic death of Christina Grimmie. The singer, who rose to fame on YouTube and was a contestant on The Voice, was shot and killed at the Plaza Live in Orlando Friday night. She was performing here with the band Before You Exit.
About 10:30 last night, we received multiple calls about shots being fired from inside the plaza. Our officers responded within 2 minutes and immediately cleared the scene and secured the scene.
Orlando Police Chief John Mina says from what they know so far, Grimmie was signing autographs for fans when 27-year-old Kevin James Loibl came up and shot her. Grimmie's brother Marcus then tackled Loibl to the ground. Shortly after that, Loibl killed himself. This witness describes what he saw.
I turn the corner, I see this poor girl getting compressions done to her. She's bleeding from the back of her head, and I kind of look maybe a few degrees to my right, and there's a gentleman face down.
The chief says they found 2 handguns, 2 loaded magazines, and a large hunting knife on Loibl. As for a motive, that's unclear right now. It doesn't appear he knew Grimmie personally, and police have confirmed that he is from St. Petersburg, Florida.
The suspect traveled to Orlando apparently to commit this crime and then had plans to travel back to where he came from.
And police aren't releasing any other details about Kevin James Loibl, but we are hoping to have more information on who he is and why he did this tonight at 11. Back to you.
That is the big question. Brittany Harris live for us tonight, and welcome, by the way. Thank you. And Grimmie performed last night with that local band. You heard Brittany say this, called Before You Exit. This is a music video of the group. They were not hurt. They tweeted overnight saying, "Today we lost an angel, sister, and beloved friend." And all throughout the day, a number of people have stopped by the plaza, leaving flowers, notes, and even a cross at what has become right there a memorial. We spoke with one fan who says one member of that band ran back inside the building, telling fans to get out while the shots were going off.
No one knew what was going on. We only knew what was going on when Connor McDonough from the band, Before You Exit, he jumps out of the car that's supposed to take him away. He jumps out of the car, runs back to the fans, and tells us, "Run, keep going, don't look back, just keep going."
And we're also digging to find out what type of security measures were in place at the plaza, and how did that gunman get inside with 2 loaded guns, 2 loaded magazines, and 1 large knife. News 6's Amanda Castro continues our team coverage.
Signs posted at the entrance to the Plaza Live say concealed weapons are banned. Orlando police says security conducts searches before anyone is allowed inside.
Plaza does have security guards who wear polo shirts. They are unarmed. They do check bags and purses as people enter.
But Chief John Mina says the venue does not have metal detectors, and staff did not pat down people before letting them in.
Not sure exactly how he got those guns into the venue right now. It's all part of the investigation.
Police say the gunman fatally shot 22-year-old Christina Grimmie after her performance last night. The chief tells News 6 the venue did not have any off-duty officers there to help with security.
We're talking about young kids. This isn't a crowd that you would suspect would be carrying guns into a venue like this.
Mina adds his department has never had any problems with this venue before.
No, we have never had an issue here that I'm aware of, especially anything of this magnitude.
The Plaza Live released a statement saying their thoughts and prayers are with the families of those lost, as well as the 120 people inside the venue that witnessed the shooting. The Plaza canceled tonight's performance of Kids Bop, as well as all other planned events until further notice, adding grief counselors will be provided for those involved. Reporting in Orlando, Amanda Castro, News 6.